Hi everyone, this is Melia Mucks About, preparing to muck about once again in the extended universe of Final Fantasy 15. Gosh, I think I've been playing this game for 3 years straight now between back-to-back kind of replays and getting sucked into Comrades during the pandemic, so quite an impressive track record. I probably spend way too much time, but here we are again in Lestalem. Join me in the last bastion of humanity. So I usually like to start my stream with just looking at a couple of lore bits. Gives people time just to see that my stream is going. Join me if they want to. So I'm going to take a look. Last time we ended up fighting with Melusine, and I think we got an entry for her character. Yes, we did. So Melusine we fought in the Ingem, which is that yellow robot that floats at the top of the stairs. But so this says about Melusine, many demons of Eos assume fantastical forms. One such monster appears as a beautiful young woman, drawing unsuspecting victims to a misty waterside with her alluring aura. Melusine, the legend of the Vesper Pool. There isn't much information on or cases of witnesses who have seen this demon, and only a few hunters believe in her existence. The reason for this is that this beautiful, deep woods demon is so elusive that once you think you found her, she's already disappeared into thin air. If you wait for a while, she'll appear again, but don't try and chase her. Her hair is made up of innumerable snakes, and 2 large serpents wind themselves around her body. Many hunters have lost their lives to her formidable power, which is another reason there's very little information about her. According to the few witnesses, though, Melusine appears to want them to know something. Could it be about her grudge, a curse, or the grief of a sad love? I doubt we will ever know. Fortunately, Melusine only appears near the Vesper Pool, so as long as we stay away from her, she's not likely to attack. As a man, however, I'd still like to witness her incredible beauty for myself someday, even from a distance. Does that prove men are fools? And once again, this is an unwritten or unauthored piece, and I don't know, it's smarmy. It sounds like V to me. I would guess that it is V. So that is just a little bit about Melusine. And one of the other really interesting things about Melusine is she is one of the few demons that can talk. I think there's only 2 in Final Fantasy 15, Melusine and the Naga that you run into in one of the dungeons. So once again, this is Melia Mucks About, preparing to muck about in the extended world of Final Fantasy 15. This is the multiplayer, online multiplayer for Comrades. Please do be a bit patient. The game is no longer supported, getting glitchier and glitchier. I love it to death, but it's trying. It's trying really hard, but there may be some technical issues that are completely outside of control. So first thing I'm going to do is check if I can... distant relation of the king.
Any bright ideas?
If I can actually open any new pathways. And let's see, what would that one give me? Mechanic on the move. I think I want to go up into the Vesper Pool. Oh, do I have enough to get there? Yes, I do! Rogue Sigil!
All right, let's light it up.
Not even an option. Yes! This is my favorite sigil. There it is! Aerial Ace, my beloved! Oh, that's going to feel good. And that pretty much wiped things out, although I think I can do the 2000 line. Yes, I can.
We're bringing the light back to Lucis.
And it looks like we got more refugees that went to Meldaccio. What's up here? Smog on the water. Ooh, good weapons drop from that. And Quetzal Slaughter. All right.
Thanks again.
So tonight is probably going to be fairly relaxed. I need to do some mid-game grinding for a bit of power, some tools. I might do a little bit of crafting here in a moment. Ooh, Talcott looks like he might have some new information. So let me go talk to my little buddy.
A group of hunters were out to sea when they spotted a huge ship floating around off the coast of the key. He isn't sure, but Dino said that based on the shape of the ship, it might be King Regis's boat.
No!
That would mean it's also the same ship Prince Noctis and his friends took when they sailed from Cape Kayam to Altissia. Right now, the boat is surrounded
I'm
by
still
a
sorry
bunch
about
of teeth,
Altissia.
but Dino said the hunters are looking for a way to deal with them and recover the ship.
Ooh, someone just joined the Discord. Give me one moment while I coordinate with them. So that is indeed King Regis's ship, and I love that Talcott gives us all these little tiny tidbits. No, we're not going through this again. Nope. Stop. Okay, I was hoping that I could actually go in. I guess I can't quite yet to his menu. Alright, let's see. So let's do a quick look at my weapons. I don't even know what I'm using right now. I think I'm using some sort of shurikens. Those are almost completely built out. Don't think I've been using my shield. Oh, that's right, dancing daggers. I can throw some more. Oh, I should get my crafter. Never craft without your crafter. Alright, so once again, the trick to keeping a good crafter is you have a character that is dedicated to this. This is how you can keep the Sid buff pretty much forever. So I'm going to switch over to Promptus Smith, the love child between Ignis and Prompto. Hello, Zillobi! Thank you for joining. Alright, and then the timer on the Sid buff only runs from the distance between Dustin and the crafting table. I am not going to be doing optimized crafting here. I am literally just throwing stuff on early game weapons. But I do have a crafting video if anyone is interested. It can be found on my YouTube channel under the same name, Melia Mucks About. Alright, looking for chrome bits. Those are excellent early to mid-game materials to throw on things for strength and defense. Oh, I think we would all pay to have this alphabetized. Okay, there they are. Oh, I guess 29 of 30. I can't go any higher. Maybe I can't do my dancing daggers. Alright, what else can I do? Dragon Whisker, 98 of 99. I know one of the weapons I have is not fully optimized. Is it this guy? Yes, the Warblade can still go up.
Tuned up for you.
Alright, so the Warblade has some requirements. I can see in the lower right-hand corner that it needs defense and spirit. So I'm just going to go ahead and look through my materials, see if I have anything that's defense and magic that would help me fill those requirements so that this can level up into a better weapon. I do believe antique coins would do it. That gives me, right there, that's a +2/+2 for 1,000. And ooh, +2/+5 for 1,000. Marlboro hair would be slightly better. The joy of crafting. And +3/+3 for 830. So antique coins are definitely the best deal here. I'm going to see if I can pile on enough. I have met the full requirements. And then I will go ahead and put these on, keeping Penetrator.
Not too shabby.
And then I'm going to pour on just some chrome bits to raise it.
You find anything good out there?
Alright, no, now I have to find the chrome bits again. Why? Why would they do this? You get good at moving through it quickly. There they are. And I'm going to just pour these on all the way up to 45, and I can see in that upper left-hand corner of the Warblade thing that it is going to level. I have met all the requirements, so this should turn into a better weapon.
Would you look at that?
Woo! Tadayoshi! Awesome. Alright, and once again, I have tons of chrome bits, so I'm going to go find those again, and I'm just going to continue pouring those on for strength and defense. Simple, lazy crafting, brought to you by Amelia. And I'm going to pour this on up to 59. That lets me change out something if I want to later, if you just leave 1 point. Yeah, someone in chat says it's a shame the list doesn't alphabetize it. It's terrible. It's actually categorized by something insane, like how the monsters drop it. So it has monster drops versus demon drops. It's really a poorly organized system, unfortunately. But there we go. So that should have increased my stats. Once again, never ever take your crafter on a mission. If they eat food, the buff will go away. So back into the Dustin's character closet, Promptus is going to go. And I switch back to my main, whom I can take out on these missions. All right, and here we go. Time to muck about, get a little dirty.
I can barely keep up with you.
And I should be getting strong enough that I can sort of handle some of these. Oof, defenses though are terribly difficult on your own. I don't think I opened anything new. I'm going to go ahead and try Baleful Bandersnatch. I need those monster jaws anyway, so let's see how I'm doing alone at this point.
Thank you.
And I am once again coordinating with people in the Discord. As a note, if you do want to play Comrades, there is still a live community that will play. You can find a Final Fantasy 15 Discord where we do all of our coordination. Unfortunately, the matching system in the game, this quick play, it's a cold, barren wasteland, and there's very rarely anyone in here for you to match with. So I do recommend, if you can, going to that Discord. I'll go ahead and drop the link into my chat. If I can. Oh, I need to go grab the invite link really quickly. It is a public open server, but if you go there, I seem to be having some delay. Hopefully it is not affecting your streaming experience. If you do go to the Discord, there is an active Xbox, PS4, PS5, and Steam PC community. Unfortunately, there is no crossplay, but there's also tons of resources and helpful players that you can equip in case you don't have good weapons yet. So I am level 22, my strength is 347, my defense is 332. Honestly, that's pretty darn good for early game to mid game. I'm at the point where I need to start collecting monster jaws and other materials for my end game weapon set. So I will not be using my nicer materials. Ah, Kenny joined! Yes! I love it when that happens. All right, so we have Gutsco, Sada, and Kenny Crow. Oh, hiding behind the pup tent. Scared me there, Kenny. You're a little creepy. Creeper behind the tent. Is he going to come over? I think he's coming over. Yes, he's like limping and walking strangely. Oh, so freaky. So this is an AI Kenny. Occasionally he does show up to assist you. He's a decent AI. He's really strong, but he's a bit of a berserker and throws himself into battle. All right, here goes nothing. And I just realized I only have 3 weapons. Oh no, it's because my Warblade turned into a Tadayoshi, so it didn't equip. That's going to make this slightly tougher, but we should be fine. Let's see, I saw a question in chat. Someone wants to know if he's as good as the Kenny Crow boss. Well, technically they are the same person. However, I think he suffers from whatever that term is called when someone joins your party and is suddenly has all their powers reduced. He does not seem to have near the flexibility that he does later. All right. I do have to be a touch careful. I don't have any weapons yet that have death proof, and these Ronins are very good at insta-deathing you. I don't think the Mind Flayers can, but I'm still not doing too bad, even with just 3 weapons. The big question is whether I can break the jaws on the monsters. On the big old Bandersnatches, the spiky hedgehog things of doom. Ooh, well, that was unpleasant. Get him, Kenny! Get them all! Oh, I should also remember to dance, get my buff going. I do love dancing daggers, highly recommended. Not only do they let you dance in the face of your enemy, they are one of the best buffs in the game. Ah! No, 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 no! Avoid, avoid! Yes! Counter! No! Gosh, this guy is after me. Ooh, that's bad smoke. Out of the bad smoke. Now I've got an angry Ronin. Yes! Another counter. Untouchable is really a fun sigil. I have never countered a Ronin like that! Oh, yes! That was amazing! I didn't even know you could do that! And I've played... Well, I shouldn't admit this, but I've played over 1,200 hours of this game! That's the first time! Oh, I need to be careful here and only hit their faces. I need those monster jaws. Nope, nope, not the tail. I know it can be hard to tell which side is which. That was an amazing counter with that Ronin. Alright, that's it. Breaking a foot so you go down. Nope, not tail. Not tail! Need a foot. Or a face. I don't care. Oh, come on! As they stomp on me. These guys actually sort of work together. They get close to each other and it makes it very hard to concentrate on just one. Alright, come on! Oh, I need that jaw, come on! Let's see, dancing daggers... Come on, break a foot, yes, there we go, go down! Nope, denied. Ooh. Alright. Come on, fella. Ooh, I saw that. Yes! One monster jaw! And that is one of the benefits of playing with others. You get a multiplier, and so right now I can pretty much get 2 monster jaws, but if I had a group of 3 to 4, you can get up to 6 per run. So it really does pay to grind with friends if you can. I am checking the Discord and nobody is on at the moment, although it looks like we may have some help coming in soon. Oh! Alright, I need this other jaw. And these guys also have... Ooh! Did he just throw one of the AIs? I think he just threw one of the AIs! These guys do have a chance of dropping a pair of daggers, which would be Crimson Flashes, and those are a wonderful mage weapon and also just very fun. Alright, quit running! I need your face! Stop moving! Might have to make it angry at me just so it stays on me. Here, clapping at you, making you angry. Come on, fight me, over here. I'm the one you want, over here. Apparently I am bad at Yura's job. I can't seem to provoke the monster. Oh, he's there. I will dance on your face until I get jaws. Nope, get off the belly. I need the jaws. Come on. I don't even know where I was aiming there. Ah! Yes! Counter! And into your face. Yes! That was a lovely combo. And now I will just warp strike you for massive damage. Oh yeah, 10,000 a hit. Not bad at all. So you can see I'm level 22. This is, I think, like a level 28 hunt, and I'm handling it just fine with only 3 weapons equipped. Hi, Kenny. Ah, fresh tripe. No. Oh, chasing Kenny. I love chasing the AIs. Stupid pastimes. So I also do a lot of discussions of lore. If anyone has any questions about Final Fantasy 15 or Comrades, please feel free to put it in chat. Yes, someone in chat says Kenny thinks I smell bad. I'm not the one who's constantly eating fries and drinking soda.
Bon appetit.
You can get a Kenny costume.
It's hard to
I always do
recreate
sort
the
of
taste
wonder,
home
those
by
mascot
making
costumes have to be
seasonings I have.
extremely uncomfortable. But it's kind of interesting if you can see in the background the miasma and the mist is definitely getting deeper. So it is definitely a good time to celebrate with my comrades that we're still alive. Yeah, someone in chat says Nyango Star can drum in his. Yeah, if you haven't seen that, it's a lovely little YouTube video. Definitely look him up. He was a character that was in a meme that says like when you're overqualified for your job, and he's sort of a heavy metal drummer who does kids shows. It's amazing. I won't ruin it for folks. It's definitely something you would want to look up. Let's go ahead and check photos, see if I got anything cool.
I'll hold on to all the photos my guy takes. If you see one you like, I can frame it for you.
Do we have anything? Me looking semi-cool. Just a lot of me avoiding things. Oh, it's worth checking. All right, and I am going to go ahead and change out my equipment really quickly. Let's maybe equip that weapon that I crafted. You can see that puts my strength up at 481 and my defense at 391. I am also going to look at equipping Aerial Ace. Yes, which will put me at 619 and 558. We are on our way to being able to do a lot of different missions. And I do want to check in Gem. Let's see if there's any missions available over here aside from Melusine. Nope, still just Melusine. I think you get those as you open the map.
I foresee great things
All
on your horizon.
right, so I'm going to go ahead and do... You know, I'm going to try that escort, or the defense. I might as well try it. Level 28. Let's see if I can do this.
A fine choice. Do be careful.
Ooh, and it looks like someone is loading into the Final Fantasy 15 Discord. So hopefully we will have some help soon. So the other thing about this server is they do have a channel that has resources for the game. There is an excellent sheet that has all kinds of different builds for weapons and characters. There's some really fun things that you can do. And they even have SodaSip's Weapon Builder, which I highly recommend. It's a program that you can put on your computer, and it allows you to learn where materials are and do all of the crafting without actually wasting the materials in your pockets, because some of these things can be super painful to get. Ah, yay! Board of speedrunners made it! Oh yeah, they've got 2,823. Oh, and it's a Moogle! I love Moogs. Moogs are so fun. Alright, we got this mission. Oh, the Moogles are so cute! First I get Kenny, now I get a Moogle. Oh, hello! By the way, I'm sure you can hear me because I am unable to mute my stream without muting, or mute the game without muting my stream. So I am streaming. Nobody can hear you. I'm sorry if I'm just blathering on. It's just me talking to my audience. Thank you so much for joining and helping, though. Definitely a game that's better with friends. And I haven't taken a peek around from up here, although I'm... Yeah, nice clear day. Not a lot of miasmal particles in the air. All right. We are once again protecting Kimya's hut. Yeah, hooray for Comrades joining. And this really is a great community. Like I said, if you start playing and just announcing that you're on, that you're doing things, people do show up. There may be a small group of like 40 of us in the world at any given time, but we really do try and cover different time zones and make sure that no one is forced to defend the light alone. Wow, I keep going out to the work points. Necromancers! I am not afraid! Ooh! Dropped a demonic scab. That's a little disgusting. And a giant flan! Oh, these things are so gross when they die. Man, these guys are tough. I forgot to check what Sigil Board of Speedruns is running, but I'm thinking Ariel. Woo! Let's see if I can get a decent end shot here. Oh yeah! Oh, that's awesome! Oh, Delilah hogging the camera. Oh, that was amazing. I do love a bunch of these little runs.
The weary warrior shall be made anew.
Gintiana's bento box of joy!
The keepers of the king shall feast on the blessing of the stars. They dine as one, together, in perfect harmony.
And I think we learned last time there was a hunter who was angrily kind of yelling at Monica and mentioned that it was Gintiana who actually asked them to stop looking for Noctis. I think he called her a black-haired witch, which I think is interesting, showing that not everyone trusts the gods. Hello, Board of Speedruns. Thank you for joining. Much appreciate the help. And I'll keep putting things in the Discord just because in case other people see it or want to camp crash. We had some hilarious camp crash shenanigans going on last time. Alright, let me do a quick run over to the steam tent. Gotta take the baleful Bandersnatch blood out. It stains. Awesome! Alright, so I will go ahead and put up camp for baleful Bandersnatch.
I can barely keep up with you. Thank you. Take care out there.
And there is no need when you're setting camps to use a code. Unfortunately, the game is so dead that it literally will find anyone else in the world who happens to be playing. We really only use codes when we're locking people out, which sometimes you'll want to do for laser farms. But it is very rare. Ooh, I can finally damage the Practoire. That's okay. If it doesn't connect us, I'll go ahead and restart the camp. Camp coordination, always difficult. And if both of us use quick play, sometimes it will start two camps, so that may be what happened as well. Oh, no! Alright, I'll just hit try again. And feel free to try searching again. If it still doesn't connect, then I'll do a full disband. Oh, the shuriken, they're so fun. You can see the joys of camp coordination. Yeah, So Board of Speedrun says, spent the last 2 days grinding on 1 and 1.2. First time on standalone. You know, standalone is so much better, if only because there are people here. We can help. And it really is a grindy game without others. But it's amazing. Those multipliers for helping people make such a huge difference. It hurts my soul when I hear about people grinding alone. Please don't. Always ask for help. All right. Still not finding you, so I will go ahead and disband my camp. And then, let's see, do you want to go ahead and make camp? And then I'll join. Just let me know as soon as it's up. Awesome. Whenever you're ready.
Here,
Glaives are good at waiting. And a good way to join camps is just come into the custom and then you can keep refreshing it. Obviously I can see there is a camp ready, so I'll go ahead and join. But yeah, that's the problem with quick play as well, is while there's hardly anyone in the world, if you happen to hit it too close together, it will start 2 different camps. Or 3. I've seen it. Perfect. I'm collecting monster jaws for my end game build, hopefully. But one of the really unique things about Comrades is their crafting system, and there's so many fun weapons that you can create. There really are only 2 main builds, melee or magic. Yeah, and there's lots of guides. Board of Speedrun says they followed a guide for their build. There's also really good community builds. But one of the things I really enjoy is even if you have a silly weapon or something that you just fall in love with, you can take any weapon in the game all the way up to level 120. So if you fall in love with how something looks or feels, there's no reason that you have to give it up ever. You can usually pour enough good materials on it to make it good. And I think that's a really fun part of this game. All right, can of fish. I'm going to throw it at the enemy because I am not eating that. All right. Let the massacre begin with the 2 of us. It's so funny how rough the beginning of the game is, and then as soon as you get a half-decent weapon built, all of a sudden it's just like murder squad. Moogle murder squad. I wish I had the Moogle outfit. I'd change into it. Oh, gross. There wasn't food here before. Someone hit a goblin hard enough to knock the rice out of him. Oh, that's so gross. But this mission is probably one of the best for early game grind as well. Not only can you get monster jaws and the weapons, it has antique coins, it has octo legs, just so many good materials. If someone says the fact that I can eat it now means it's cooked rice. You know, Gutsuko's been flinging around those fireballs. I am not touching the goblin rice, just like I won't touch the goblin fish. These poor monsters, they're barely spawning and they're gone. Oh, so fun. And as I said before, you know, I've just been doing some lazy crafting on my stream, but I also do have a video if you're interested in learning how to craft any weapon just learn the principles of how to craft so that you don't have to follow recipes and some of the advanced tips and tricks that the players who've been doing this for a while use. You can find that under my name, Melia Mucks About, on YouTube, and I always put it in the comments of my streams as well when I upload them to YouTube. Oh, awesome. Nice relaxed mission there. Oh, and for some reason you can't dance if there's food on the screen. I have to find the right angle. Now I'm surrounded by food! I've been denied dancing! Alright, so as soon as I load back to Lestallum, I will go ahead and see what I can open up on my map, and hopefully I can get some new missions.
Glad you made it back. Dinner is served.
But there are so many things that I just love about this game.
So eat up.
The community itself is great, but I really like the feeling. I think it reflects the Final Fantasy 15 feeling of needing to work together to overcome odds. And I also do love that it's a redemption arc. Really, in the end, the entire Comrades multiplayer is about the redemption of the Glaives. And that ties back to, if you haven't seen it, the Kingsglaive movie that talks about the fall of Insomnia. And how the Glaives failed to do their duty then, and this is the price that they pay. Alright, let's check if I can send light to new locations. Alright! What do we got up here?
We've got the power.
Ooh, Quetzal Slaughter. And this one?
Alright, let's light it up.
Should be Smog. Yep, Smog on the water. No! And I'm out of power. So sad. All right. And I'm just coordinating in the Discord once again. Let's do Smog on the Water. If you don't mind starting camp, I will go ahead and join once it's up.
I foresee great things on your horizon.
And quick note on what we're doing. A thick mist has descended upon the Vesper Pool, driving any who approach to madness. Biologists have confirmed the noxious gas is the product of Marlboros that have anomalously sprouted in the area. The glaive is tasked with nipping this nauseating problem in the bud. Monica sends us out on all the glamorous missions.
Do be careful.
I do love how the daggers play. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I fortunately was able to order a new PS5 controller, so there's no more random stick drift and me walking into poles. It's been an absolute joy. Wow, 600, 600. Not doing too shabby. Really did make a difference equipping Aerial Ace and getting those chrome bits on all my early game weapons. Oh, Matt joined our party. We're getting all the fun AIs today. So a little fun fact about Matt. Let me see if I can get over near him. This AI was actually based off, I think it's like Square-Enix's marketing director. So if you look up pictures, he's actually a Square-Enix employee. And that just makes me so happy. So just doing a very quick look around from on top of the tent. Just doing a pan so that you can see the decay that's happening in the world. I've been joined by the Moog. You can see the roads are getting covered in vines and falling into disrepair. I really do appreciate that as Comrades goes, they're pointing out the world is descending into darkness. They're very good with the ambiance. Oh, purple Marlboros! Yeah, someone in chat is asking if Kenny's fight was originally a fight with the lead product manager. It was a fight with Square Enix's CEO. It's been reskinned. And you can actually find that. Oof, it's really hard to find. It was a special event. Golly, I can't even think of the name of it at the moment. But the only way I've been able to find it is on YouTube. There was a video. Oh! Sorry, trying to hit Jaws, because you can drop some interesting weapons. But there is a video where the voice actors were playing one of the DLCs, and so you can find it that way. I think it's special episode. Yeah, it might be FF15 special episode. And it's a whole story, just a cute little thing about Noctis and Prompto. And at the end of it, you have a boss battle with the Square Enix CEO. Really weird Final Fantasy 15 materials out there, and as always, I encourage people to find all of them because I love this story. I know a lot of people think it's incomplete, but I sincerely truly believe if you chase down all the pieces, it's not incomplete at all.
Welcome back.
It's one of the most beautiful stories I've ever seen.
Bon appetit. I'd be more than happy to
Look at the Moog, his little arms up in the air. Oh, I do love Moogles. And I think now that I have company... Oh, I guess that was a defense, not an escort. I was thinking I had another escort that needed to be done. Alright, let's see what my electricity is looking like. 12,000. I should be able to open something else. Let me go drop that off on the map.
What's up?
Let's see, we were doing things up here in the Vesper pool.
It's looking brighter already.
Yes, shields for Meldaccio. Awesome, we can try that one.
We're bringing the light back to Lucis.
I love that thing. The light back to Lucius. All right, and why not? I can do it.
All right, let's light it up.
More refugees. Oh, and we can elect a leader soon.
Best of luck.
No, don't kick
Any
me out of the
bright
map.
ideas?
I was still lighting things. Just want to light this little guy.
It's looking
Probably
brighter
a waste
already.
of power at this point, but fashion sketchbook clothing is never a waste. All right, so I will go to Meldaccio later to elect those leaders. All right, board of speedruns. How do you feel about Shield of Meldaccio? Yeah, level 29 on Meldaccio tab. And I'm just announcing in the Discord so that anyone can join that wants to. So this is Hunter HQ, serves as an important strategic outpost in the battle to protect Lestalin from the demon hordes. However, the hunters cannot defend the citizenry if they cannot first defend themselves. The glaive is tasked with ensuring a truckload of protective gear makes it to Meldaccio unscathed.
Very well.
And I really do like the emphasis that gets
I
put
wish
on
you
the
a
trucking
safe return.
routes. It's in the main game as well, where there's a whole sideline where Cindy is actually creating headlights because her parents were killed by demons, and she wants to make sure that as the night is falling, as darkness is coming, people can be on the roads fairly safe, and so she made special headlights that kept demons away. And it really is due to that and the bravery of people like Talca and Dave who are driving these trucks that they're managing to rescue refugees and get them to the cities. It's really quite an interesting piece of kind of tight-knit world building that I appreciate. And that's why I find these escort missions so interesting. It's also fairly funny how angry they get if you do not do a good job of protecting the truck. Yeah, people get scared, they get nasty. My secret mission, I have to bring the Moogle back alive. Don't die on me. Ugh, more fish. Wow, it is looking dark out there. I love the little searchlights. Yeah, definitely the Vesper Pool area. And you can actually warp out. It will bring you back to camp, but... Sorry, interrupted your warp. Wow, game is loading fast today. Makes me nervous. But you can see just how much darker these escort missions as you get going. You can see the world is just getting darker and darker. More plants are dying. More creatures are on the roads. Like, this is not potholes. This is maintaining it because there are poisonous chickens everywhere. There we go. Little chicken nuggets all over the road. Sada doing cheer for us. Looks like our protective gear is a burlap sack and some canned goods. You hanging out in front of the truck. Yes, you can stand in front of the truck and let it push you. Look how much it speeds up. But yeah, it's looking nasty out there. Like, oh, big chicken! Big chicken! Poisonous chickens! There's something so satisfying about the combat in this game. Everyone's fallen out of the truck. I'm not gonna believe, well, I guess your name is Bored of Speedruns, so I was gonna say I'm not gonna believe you're on a speedrun if you stand in front of the truck. But I like taking my time and looking around too. I used to stop in the main game and constantly do pans and just look at how beautiful, I mean 15 is a beautiful game. But I would always tell people, you know, if you're bothered by me stopping and looking at the scenery, you're at the wrong stream. I'm so easily distracted by all the beautiful details in these games. Ah, come back here, little chicklet! Did we lose the truck? Where did the truck go? Nope, he's still back here. Oh, here he comes. I'll take a lift. I'm poisoned. I don't have any healing weapons yet. Would have been nice if a mace fell out of that black flan. That would have been the Vita Nova, which has Curaga. Proving glaives are faster than trucks! And warping ahead like this can actually be a great strategy for some of the harder escorts, particularly because the truck likes to drive up and park in the middle of the monsters sometimes, and if you can just get ahead of the truck, kill a few things before it gets there, that can make the difference. No! Look at me! Stop eating me! No! 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 Ah. Covered in Mind Flayer juice. Disgusting. Totally confused me. Woo! Celebration! And I do like the higher your spirit is, the more of a green cloud you can get going. Once I get my spirit up and my monster jaw build made, I usually have like a 2-foot aura of green. Yeah, someone in chat says chicken wings, barbecue time. You know, of the many things they feed you in Comrades, I would rather eat the cockatrices and these basilisks and that kind of thing than, say, the imp fish, the Marlboro tentacles, all the disgusting things that Monica serves. She does come up with some truly disgusting dishes sometimes. Lasagna is not bad.
One can't wage war on an empty stomach, so eat up.
Ooh, tons of stuff and lots of multipliers. But yeah, if you just run around and hunt with people and go on the missions, your pockets will fill up with all kinds of materials. And that's where crafting can become really fun. Usually you can, I always tell people, don't worry about the optimization. Really just use the materials you have. Oh, wow, 3 a.m. where you are. That's early. Thank you so much for taking the time to help, though. I really do appreciate it. All right, let me see what else I have. I think I opened... There were shields and one other...
I foresee great things on your horizon.
Quetzal Slaughter. Let's do Quetzal Slaughter. There we go. Deep in the ruins of Stylif Grove lives an enormous beast, the Quetzalcoatl. While this beast may reside underground for now, biologists are unconvinced it will remain there for long. The glaive is tasked with finishing off this fiend before it can wreak havoc on the outside world. And I coordinated into the Discord. Let me know if you want me to actually set the camp as well. I'm just looking for the camp at the moment, but I'm happy to set. It is Quetzal Slaughter, which is level 37 on Meldaccio. And I've played with tons of people from different countries as well, so that's always a good way of coordinating if you can. If someone doesn't speak English as a first language, or if their game is in German, or all kinds of different languages, you can usually figure it out if you can say the type of quest, an urgent, a hunt, or a defense, and then the level. And preferably the location tab. And usually with just those little pieces of information, we can figure it out. We'll find you. But I've even seen people come into the Discord and just take photos with their phone and upload which mission they're on. It really is an amazing community. They will try very hard to work with you to help you get your trophies, finish your missions. Lovely, lovely people. Gosh, I am doing major damage now if I do dancing daggers. Yep, and I don't even have Pen X. I just have the initial penetrator. I'm doing 3,000 to 6,000. I'm putting a note. Thank you so much for helping. It's okay whenever you need to go sleep too. Sleep is important. I definitely understand needing to do that. Oh, rice. I don't trust the rice anymore either. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that this is, once again, Vesper Pool area. Oh, these things are mean. Sea devils! But I have said it before, Comrades really filled the hole in my heart where when you're playing FF15, Noctis comes out of the crystal, and you're driving back to, is it Lastalum? Yeah, I think, no, you're driving back to Hammerhead with Talcott. And there's just a spot where the entire world has gone to World of Ruin, and I so badly wanted to stop the truck and clean up the demons, and you don't have a chance in main game. And really, Comrades filled that hole in my heart. Here is where you are going to fight demons to your heart's content. You are on cleanup duty. This is your job. You need to protect all the last bastions of humanity. Oh, tripe. I am not picking up the tripe. Golly Ned, I keep getting too much food. I want to dance. I don't want to be denied my dancing. I love that they do a goofy little smile on their face, too. Oh, so amazing. Zero damage run. Didn't even get smacked by a sea devil. Nicely done.
The weary warrior shall be made anew. Their good deeds have not gone unseen. The wanton warrior fights until he falls. The wise warrior saves his strength and lives to fight another day.
Gentiana giving advice like she's a game tip. She's a loading screen. I do love how if you fail missions, the game will say helpful things like, maybe you should check your weapons. Selecting the perfect arsenal is key to successfully completing your missions. That or equipping a lot of friends. Alright, I'm going to check photos real quick.
Talk of the town, kid. Thanks to those photos. I'll hold on to all the photos my guy takes. If you see one you like, I can frame it for you.
People get almost violent about V as well, and just the way he always says the same line about the photos. Nah, nothing spectacular. That one's interesting on the lighting. Nope, nothing. But you never know when you're going to get a spectacular photo. Alright, let's see. Do I have anything else?
I can barely keep up with you.
And there are some that are off screen, so just making sure. Alright, 13,000. I should be able to open something new.
Good to see you.
I think we finished out the Vesper pool. Yes, we did. Let's try heading this way. That's new.
We're bringing the light back to Lucis.
All-seeing eye. Oh yes, I definitely want to go to this one. Don't have quite enough for that
Thanks
one,
again.
so I'll save it.
Will you lend us a hand?
Alright, let's do the all-seeing eye, level 32 at Kothis. Putting it into the Discord. And this is a ferocious creature is interfering with the transmission of electricity to the area around the Tomb of the Just. The glaive is tasked with slaying this fiend. Oh wait, nope, that's Curse Coral. The normally docile Catopolis of Alistair Slough has begun inexplicably lashing out at passers-by. Scientists have yet to discern the cause of this concerning change in temperament, but they fear its disposition might worsen if neglected. The glaive is tasked with quelling the cantankerous Catopolis before it can bring harm to the surrounding area.
Very well.
And this in particular is one of the missions that I wanted to point out where the environment has really changed. And I think it also brings home a little bit of the sadness of the game as well, because so much of the main game, at least for me, was spent near Alistair Slough. And you have so many good memories of like when Prompto made you go pick mushrooms and you had to take a ridiculous shot, play chicken with one of these gigantic creatures. And while they were a bit scary and noisy, I never got the feeling that they were particularly dangerous. Like, I did the hunt so that I could gain they often said that the hunts were for environmental destruction, but I didn't feel like these were rampaging through towns and eating people. I always felt guilty killing all the peaceful creatures in 15. But this obviously shows that things have changed. This is the point where they've become dangerous. All right. Looks like Border Speedruns asked if I need the daily mission. I do not need the daily mission, but if you still need it for Sid buff, I am perfectly happy to run it. I appreciate all the help you're giving, and I am perfectly happy to help back. One other thing to know is that the daily no longer has a cap, so you can also run it back to back. If you're looking for the Sid buff, you need to run it 6 times. You can run it 6 times in a row with full rewards. It is the only one that requires people, so I always try and help out with that one when I can. Oh, more sea devils? Nope, I saw that. He tried for me. Ooh! Alright, if I hadn't stopped to dance, he wouldn't have got me. Oh, no you don't. So once again, this was that lovely lake area. And as you can see, the lake is drying up, and that's why I think this is so sad. Pretty much their entire habitat has gone. Woo! And so that might be part of why we're having issues with these. You can see over there is like the fishing hut. I'm pausing mid-battle to just do a quick look around, and the world has really changed. This is not a lake, it's a puddle. Oh, I'm sorry, little dude, but... Oh, do not get stomped on. When you're trying to do this with the AI, it's lovely because they like playing under his feet. Alright, with Aerial Ace, I need to remember to stay up in the air, get double damage. Gosh, that guy is huge. What are you? Oh, tripe, no. You can stand around and look cool. Board says they have 3 crafting characters. Why do you have 3 crafting characters? Yeah, no, I appreciate the offer for daily as well. But thankfully I have my crafter
I'll go whip something up.
set up too.
Let's dig in.
Oh, I see. So you have the
Ages
multiple
since I ate around a campfire.
crafters because the transfer thing still works. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, in standalone, you have to actually create a new character and then purchase with that new character, and the buff will stay on them as long as you don't take them on missions. But we do have people who come through every once in a while and ask if it's still possible to do the thing where if you create a new character, it transfers to them. It doesn't work that way in standalone. So for anyone who's trying to do the Sid buff, please make sure you create your character, then purchase with the character you want to be your crafter. And if Sid happens to show up for Taco Tuesday and you get a Sid 30 on your main, I always recommend just go ahead and throw them in the Dustin character locker and create a new character and shift all your gear over, because characters share all material and gear, so the only thing you won't have is your levels. And levels really don't matter in this. They really, really don't. All right, let's see what else I can open. 12,000. Trying to get over to... Don't know what that one is.
All right, let's light it up.
Arms schematics. And what's this guy? Oh, double dead eyes. I need that one. I need that one badly.
We're bringing the light back to Lucis.
Board says that they're waiting to use their level 1 equalizer for Kenny. You know, there is a player who hangs out in the boss battles. His name is Gio. We're not sure if he's in the Final Fantasy Discord or not, but there's a good chance if you talk about fighting Kenny or Duo or any of the high-level bosses that Gio will join. And he runs equalizer and does insane amounts of damage. If you're good at dodging, which I am not, it's an excellent strategy. All right. Do you have time to help with double Deadeyes? I don't want to keep you too late if you're getting sleepy. All right, making a note. Oh, thank you.
I foresee great things on your horizon.
So double Deadeyes, level 33 in Kothis. A pair of behemoths have been running rampant across eastern Sky. Despite the hunter's attempts to stop the dastardly duo with a field full of dynamite, they merely managed to snap off a single horn from each of the beasts. The glaive is tasked with defeating these deadly lookalikes and restoring peace to the region. They use dynamite? It's funny because I think a lot of people just skip over and never take the time to read the missions or what we're doing. And I love the creativity and the thought that went in. I mean, a lot of them are just protecting certain areas for electricity. But there's some real little nuggets like that one. And of course, in this mission, you want to try and break the horns on the third behemoth in order to get behemoth tears. You will get either teeth or tears. And lots of teeth. I'll just say lots and lots and lots of teeth. The drop rate is really low for tears. But that gives you Pen X, which is one of the best abilities in the game. So I have spent many an hour farming in this mission. Yeah, Board says he got lucky with the tier. Oh, you got it on your 4th run? That is lucky. The worst one that I had was I was helping someone farm it one day, and it was 32 straight runs without a tier. I think it took us like 4 hours, and we were even aborting if we didn't get the tier. Oh, it was awful. Gonna do a quick pop up to the top of the tent. I always like taking a quick look around when it's a new campsite. We'll get away from the cliff faces though. I remember this campsite. Good fishing spot nearby. You can see all the trees, the dried up puddles. Oh, must save the world. And I will be happy whatever we get, because the other thing that you get is with the Behemoth Incisor, you can get Lightbound. I have been saving a space on my Dancing Daggers for that. So teeth or tears, I win! For those who played main game, you may actually recognize that this is Wiz's Chocobo Post. It's in a severe state of disrepair as well. Oh, and obviously has behemoths running all over it. Oh, sad little umbrellas and lawn chairs. Havoc Fangs! There are few things more satisfying in the game than playing a high-level mage and breaking all of those Havoc Fangs at once with Blizzaga. I'm just saying, you gotta try it if you haven't at least once in your life. Oh, so the trick to this one is trying to focus on his horns while he's spinning around like a hyper golden retriever, and you have all these Havoc things. Now I'm confused that cast confuse. It is an evil, evil mission. No! Let me away from these guys. Oh. I need the Havoc Fang hides, though. I really do win this time. I need all of the things in this mission. Oh. I'm just helping clear out all the little puppies. Did we break his horns? I didn't see. I don't know what we got. I'll have to be surprised. Getting lots of Havoc Fang hides. Yeah, some of the drop rates in this game are truly abysmal. Oh, you missed his head. It's okay. It's so hard to lock onto those horns. It does take a lot of skill to get that. I hear about people trying to do it with a mace, and I don't... It's so slow. It's so clunky. I don't know how you ever hit his head with a mace. The best break is Thundaga with the mages, but you usually only get 1 or 2 tries before he's dead.
Well, let's dig in. I'd be more than happy to cook for you again sometime. It's quite therapeutic.
Lots of Havoc Fang hides. I needed those for an Immortal Aegis shield, so all was not in vain. You can do one more. Do you mind if we do double Deadeyes again? That'd be awesome. As I practice my multitasking skills. Ooh, there's a new quest in Ingem. I'll check that out in just a little bit. But first, double Deadeyes.
I can barely keep up with you.
There's a meme of a cat on a record player that, yeah, sometimes it really does remind me of this mission, just with the spinning around. He does not hold still.
I wish you a safe return.
And then I will have light-bound daggers. Oh. If I get tears, I will be sure to save tears for an endgame weapon. But, oh man, you get so many teeth when you're trying for tears. I'm not worried about wasting those. I could probably open a furniture store. Actually, given that they give you light-bound, we should pave the roads of insomnia with behemoth teeth. Demon-proof roads. This is my contribution. I have also put forth the theory that behemoths are kind of like starfish, where every time you knock a tooth out, it grows into a new behemoth, which would explain why they keep showing up. Yes, someone in chat says they should use the cable cars. Well, right now, during World of Ruin, we are using the cable cars to get around. I love all those little details that were nested in the main Final Fantasy 15 game. You know, and a lot of people thought, oh, the side quests are terrible and they don't mean anything or do anything. But when you look at the overall picture, it really is well put together with the Stalin power plant. It's all preparing for this world of ruin and supporting like how humanity has to survive. And of course I love the whole theme in this of just everyone having to pull together to survive and everyone having a part. While what Noctis and the Bros did was really important, so is what the Glaives are doing, holding the line and keeping everyone safe. Everybody, you know, from the lady collecting frogs to the children to shopkeepers, to gas attendants, like everybody is important, and I love that message. Ooh, come back here, Deadeyes! Ooh. Ouch, he gutted me with his paw. Oh, thanks, Matt. Oh yeah! Counter! Ah, it didn't work. Sadness. I love when you kill everything so fast that it just keeps like chiming in what the loot was. Alright, let's see if I can aim for those horns. Nope. Gosh, he is so tough. Yes, yes. Okay, onto the horns, not the shoulder, onto the horns. There we go. Yes, we got a behemoth incisor! The first time I'm so happy to get teeth! Victory! And now that I have one tooth, I will never be excited to get teeth again. I should come over and look at some of the Wiz's Chocobo camp. You can see the Chocobo post has suffered mightily. Oh, it looks so sad. I remember happy days when we teased Prompto about his head looking like a Chocobo butt here. And I know I talked about it when I was playing main game, but I think that's one of the most amazing things about this game and this series is that it's really about the memories that you create. And even if you watch someone play it, I encourage you to play it on your own because it's a little different. Even though the main story beats, of course, are the same, you get different photos, different things happen at different times. You have different experiences in fights, and it really does create your own game, your own memories, and such a strong connection. I really do wish that Square-Enix would come to their senses and come back and develop this. I'm going to hold out for the hope that on like the 25th anniversary they decide to complete it. Remaster, rework some of it. I don't know. Alright, well thank you so much, Board of Speedrun, for all of your help. I totally understand if you need to take off. I am going to check an in-gem and see what my new mission is. Yes, thanks for the games and a pleasure to meet you as well. I'm around a lot, so if you ever need reinforcements, feel free to ping. Good night. Alright, we have Gilgamesh. I'm pretty sure I can take Gilgamesh. Go head to head against Gilgamesh, first shield of the king. Oh, Zilloby asks what year the 25th anniversary is. You know, the sad thing is it's probably coming up faster because it took like 10 years to get this silly game out. So, but I don't know off the top of my head. I would definitely have to calculate it. I think we just celebrated 5 years, so it'd be about 15 years from now. But Square Enix does like doing celebratory things. And often on the big anniversaries, like 10th or 20th, sometimes they will do something like a remaster or a re-release. Although 15 was unfortunately the victim of so much negative publicity and such, which frankly I don't think it deserved. It is flawed, it has its problems, but I think a lot of the negativity is undeserved, as I said. It's a beautiful game. But as it was not popular, I have no idea if they're ever going to actually do anything with it. I like the oh dear. Oh dear is right. It's a long ways out. But Gilgamesh, of course, here, who I'm coming to fight, is the original shield of the king. And you know, his story is one that I wish they had fleshed out a little bit more. When I did the Gladiolus DLC, I talked about it, but apparently Gilgamesh actually betrayed the first king, who was Somnus. And spoilers here, so you know, please feel free to mute me really quickly for a few minutes if you don't want to hear anything about this, but I'm going to go into some of the Dawn of the Future stuff. but Somnus was Arden's brother, and depending on how you choose to interpret the story, he did a coup, and I firmly believe that he did a coup and tried to steal the throne. And so I find it really interesting that in episode Gladiolus, Gilgamesh is in sort of this like deep, dark cave, and it looks like he was imprisoned there. And I can't remember exactly where it is, but there is something that says he betrayed Somnus. And so that's pretty much the spoilerific stuff over. Although if you've muted me, you won't be able to tell. Ooh. Oh. Okay, I gotta pay attention. Wow, he like hurt a lot of people. But now I can finally be my aerial ace healer, and you can see how I can quickly move around the field and heal folks. Trying to get to Yura before he dies. Oh. Alright, kept everyone up. I am proud. Yura, stop. But I really did want to get more of his story and find out exactly what happened and where he split philosophies from Somnus. It's also apparent that Gilgamesh is much larger than a normal person. I mean, he's not human. I'm sorry, but this Gilgamesh is not human. I don't usually watch my audience numbers, but I'm watching people leave. I'm sorry I insulted Gilgamesh. I know people love him. No. Oh. Nope. Out of there. Yura, back up. But that's why I really do recommend Aerial Ace as being the best healing sigil, not Oracle. The movement. You can just get in and out so quickly to heal people and get away, and you can still continue to do damage yourself. So it makes for a really versatile character build, in my opinion. Oh. Ooh, Yura, back up. Come on. Gilgamesh is tough. I will give him that. Woo! Gutsuko needs some healing. Don't run from the heals, Gutsuko! Wow, sometimes the size difference. And if you come over near his sword... I mean, this thing's taller than I am! Look at that! Gutsuko limping away. I see a comment, didn't try, did. I'm assuming that that's about the whole coup thing. And I will admit that Dawn of the Future and the ending of FF15 are very much open to interpretation. One of the reasons I started doing my stream is just because I have a different interpretation than I think most. But I think it is a beautiful story of redemption. I think all the pieces fit together. I do believe that Dawn of the Future is... I don't want to call it the real ending, but the way I think it works is that when you get to end of main game, there's basically fate gates and there's a choice. And depending on what choices are made, and it's actually not Noctis's choice. The interesting thing is it's Arden's choice. Depending on whether Arden submits to his fate, you get the main game ending, and if he denies his fate, you get the Dawn of the Future ending. And so I've done a lot of my videos and my playthrough talking about why I think that and the support for it, particularly looking at it as a writer. I just see all the foreshadowing and I see how the pieces fit. So I can and have had discussions in forums for days on these topics. I probably shouldn't admit that. Oh, if we have Death Gaze, I may do that one tonight as well. Did we get a new one? Nope, we just got the upper level Gilgamesh. Alright, so let me clean up really quick, switch out for my crafting character, and before I forget, I am going to throw that Lightbound onto my dancing daggers. But I really do think the lore of this world is very deep. It can be a little bit frustrating that it was
Anything
so
I can
scattered
assist with?
and that they did things like put it in all of these little notes. I do understand why people are frustrated with that. I happen to love piecing it together. It's like a little mystery, and I'm still to this day finding little pieces here and there. I love my gas attendant crafter. Oh, makes me so happy. Alright, dancing daggers. So you can see how I left that space on it where it's level 29 out of 30. So here is a fun little fact. It's called overflow. If you wait until something is right near the level cap like that, you can put one more item regardless of the size onto your weapon. So usually people will cap off with gemstones. I'm looking for the behemoth tooth. Hopefully, I think I passed it actually. Yeah, I think I did. It would be near the end. There it is, behemoth incisor. So if you look at the experience column, that's really how big things are and how much would fit. So normally I would only have 190 space to put something in. This behemoth incisor is 2,500. But that last little tick, and that's why I've always left it like this, you can actually set anything on. So I'm going to go ahead and light bind. It replaces air supremacy with lightbound. Oh, I love lightbound. Demons are so weak to it. Happiness is!
See you around.
And once again, we change out the crafter. Sorry, didn't mean to run into you there. Feel a little rude. He sounded slightly annoyed, didn't he? Perfect. And I want to do one more mission, if only to show you what the lightbound does.
Ideas?
Let's see what we can open up, if anything. Ooh. Can get to a pylon. Mechanics on the move. What's down here? Havoc befalls the hut again. I'm gonna go up this way.
Transmission complete.
And 6,000, not quite enough.
Bye now.
I foresee great things on your horizon.
All right, so let's take a look. I'm going to go into, why not, a secret experiment.
A fine choice.
And I'm letting folks in the Discord know.
Do be careful.
Perfect. And the reason I chose this is one of those missions. Oh, that is the lightbound effect. I love it. Where everything in it is pretty much demonic, and particularly the Deathclaw is weak to light. Also, folks who have been watching my stream for a while might remember that I tried a secret experiment a couple of times early on, and it was rather amusing how much I got my butt handed to me. I spent time at the Tent of Shame, and so I want to show people how much of a difference that having the good weapons can make. And I really do encourage folks, once you've crafted something like a junk dragon whisker or finally get your strength up over 500, do take a few minutes to go back to some of the missions that you found most infuriating. And it's really interesting to see how much easier they are with good equipment. And sometimes your level hasn't even changed that much. It really is all the equipment. I should also say that I upload all of my raw streams to YouTube under the same name, Melia Mucks About. So if you're ever wanting to, I don't know, fast forward through some of these repetitive portions, or when I was playing main game, I used to get lost a lot. Luckily, that's harder to do in Comrades. Ooh, I'm going to take a pan. But you can always find all of my videos under Melia Mucks About. And as always, like any YouTuber, I appreciate likes, subscribes, all the usual YouTube things. Wow, this is an amazing camp. I wonder if a dust storm's going on. Here you can see the cable cars. That's so cool, which is how we're actually getting to these camps. Communication towers. Oop, pup tents. I always like how they seem to have these random, I don't know, what are they? They're Xenor's energy. Do you think it's a giant battery? No idea. I recommend not hitting it. Ah, I've lost the barrel. Where's the barrel? Oh, good. There it is. Wow, and even this has that reddish tinge. I can't remember if it was like that before. I assume it was, but... And I'm going to switch over to these daggers of light, and you can just see, like, they will help me, well, when I'm not flat on my back. Ooh! Aerial Ace lets you get up in the air. With daggers, you can stay up for almost forever. Look how quickly we've just cut right through those. Of course, it helps that the AIs are a little bit leveled now. Oh, Gutsco. That has to be Gutsco flinging fireballs. Oh! Yes! Self-cleaning demons smell like pine! I love Lightbound. A lot of people like making dancing daggers with immune, which protects you from a bunch of the status effects, but I've always lightbound my daggers. Totally worth it. And this was the group that murdered me, literally. Ooh. Rude Deathclaw. But you can see with these dancing daggers... Did I dance? Oh! Ah! Well... Apparently, dancing does not make you immune to Deathclaw lasers. That was bad. That was not my finest moment. Alright, Yura, where are you? Sada, let me go to Yura. Alright. Woo! And of course, the Deathclaw was a monster that Versailles made. It's a mix between demon and artificial. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that damage though. 1500, 1700, every dagger hit. That Lightbound makes such a huge difference. Wow, just chunking health off him. Definitely a different fight than it was 10 levels ago. Oh, I think Deathclaws are the creepiest creature. And if you see a picture of their face, they kind of look like cows. It's really weird. They are super creepy, demonic cows. Alright, team! Team huddle! Yura's like, yeah, I'm out of here. The AIs don't love me. And you can see here that I am finally doing a lot of damage, significantly more damage than the AIs.
Glad you made it back.
Me too.
Bon appetit.
Stream-wise, I definitely want to make it at least to Golden Key, which is where a lot of the story... most of the story bits end after that, but I would also like to get, build good enough gear that I can actually show some of the major boss fights. There are some beautiful fights in this game that are so well put together, so fun, and I'm hoping that I can make it there without, 42 hours of grinding on stream. We shall see. But looking at the clock in real time, actually I'm going to go check my photos first, because photos, I am addicted to V in the photos.
You're the talk of the town, kid. Thanks to those photos, I'll hold on to all the photos my guy takes. If you see one you like, I can frame it for you.
Well, hopefully your photographer did a better job. Me and the Moogle. Havoc at, I just spaced his name. Wiz's Chocobo Post. Me staring at the barrel disconsolately. Yeah, nothing particularly decent. Let me go, V. I know you got pictures, man, but you gotta let me go. All right. So I will go ahead and stand sort of in front of Monica here. So once again, look at my leg. Maybe not stand on the electrical power there. So looking at the clock in real life, it's about 8:30. I generally try and keep my streams to an hour and a half just to keep them watchable. So I am probably going to, well, I will end my stream right here for tonight. Once again, I am Melia Mucks About. If you joined, if you like the way that I'm doing things, I stream every Monday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. And I do upload all of my videos to YouTube, where I also have things like a how to craft and make good gear in Comrades video that will allow you to build anything from scratch without any recipes, or understand why we're using the things and recipes that we do. As always, I do want to say thank you to everyone, particularly to the Comrades community, for the folks who come out and help with my stream. We're still here. We're still alive. People are shocked to find that people are still playing Comrades in 2023. I am living proof. And I think every week I've even had different Comrades drop in to help. So thank you, and thank you to everyone for keeping the chat alive and supporting me in this journey. And on that note, I will see everyone next week.